All right, what's going on, people? This is your boy Theo. This is a real talk. So the Times have broke out a story in which Boris Johnson has missed 5 COBRA meetings before the outbreak. That's right, 5 COBRA meetings. Now, what does that tell you about our Prime Minister? It just says that he didn't take this seriously. He didn't even take it seriously when he shook the hands of the coronavirus patients when he visited them in hospital. He didn't take it seriously when he didn't test himself for coronavirus. And then it didn't surprise me that he himself has got the virus. He's now at home recuperating. Look, when we look at this, right, and we're looking at the people that's came and stood up to be counted and wanted to help. Those are the people who I consider to be heroes. People like my colleagues up and down the country working for the NHS. People who wanted to help, like food donations, businesses trying to help as much as they can for their employees. It's the people who have in the world of entertainment that's actually made moves in trying to help people as much as they can. But the politicians, some of them have made the right moves. Some of them have made sure that they had to do the right thing, But when you look at Boris Johnson, when you look at Donald Trump, in terms of how they've handled this, they're both as bad as each other. And I just think that if I was a politician, I would have stopped being a politician for 1 second and start being a person. It's no good doing this sort of thing where you can't mess around with people's lives. You just can't. And yes, the idea of a lockdown is the right thing to do. But you still have people out there flaunting the rules. You still have you had the people that's actually fighting for food when before the outbreak began. Stockpiling on food and so on and so forth. This has got to stop. Once this is all over, right, and we get back to normality, right? Are they going to try and be better? Or are they going to try and just be all about themselves? All about their ambitions. Because even I hear that the politicians are getting £10,000 in bonuses. We are not inferior. We're not superior to one another now. I've said this from the beginning. And we need to kind of understand that, these people need to stand up and be counted and deal with these problems head on instead of ignoring the pure problem. This is not a little problem. This is a big problem. And the big problem is you got thousands of people who have got the virus. You got thousands of people who's dying from the virus. Homes have been broken. Families torn apart. I understand that businesses are suffering as well. I understand all of that. But this is not the time to be political. This is a time where you have to be compassionate. This is the time now where they need to be able to stop thinking about doing things because of ratings and start thinking about, if I wasn't a politician, what would somebody be doing for me? This isn't right. This is so wrong. And at the end of the day, right, people are looking for somebody to blame. And I haven't got the energy to do that. Why? Because I'm doing my job. I'm doing my bit. I haven't got the time to blame people for for all of this. Yes, lives can be spared, and yes, I can criticize people, but the time is not that for now. My time right now is just being focused on helping as many people as I possibly can. That's what my focus is. That's where my energy lies right now. Because life for me it's going to change. It's going to change like everybody else. But I'm going to look at the world a little bit differently. I want to look at the world in a positive light. I still do, to be fair. However, you got people who are just not doing the right thing. And they should be doing the right thing. They should be. Going forward, they need to start thinking about the economy for 1 second and start to think about people's lives here. The coronavirus is a very serious thing, and we have to work together in order to beat it. You know, all these people are out there doing stuff like this for money and whatever. Now's not the time for that. Now's the time to be humanitarian. Now's the time to actually step up and try to look beyond your own pain and help someone else better off. The amount of people that has to go to food banks, the amount of people that's trying to deal with this situation, whatever impact it has on them, they have to deal with it as best as they can. It's not easy right now, but this is a time now where, as I said before, that we need to be better. We need to think better. We can't go back to how it was before. We can't. We need to be able to do things that's bigger and better than before. We need to be able to create lives that's actually going to be beneficial for everybody, instead of having to think to yourself, look what I'm doing here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm the shit. You know what I mean? Right now, these people just need to stop, because it's not helping anybody. Right? Like, I just can't even be. I just shudder to kind of think to myself, like, when I tell my children this one day, and I'm doing these videos, and I'm showing what's happened, they're gonna think, what kind of a world was we living in? But the children of tomorrow have to clean it up. We have to learn from this. You know? So, yeah, that's all I got to say on this video. If you like this video, please like it. Drop a subscribe if you're new around here. And also welcome your comments. I know some people is probably going to dislike this video because, you know, it's a negative thing what I'm trying to say here. But I'm trying to surmise what I feel towards the powers that be. The people that's making these decisions that should have made better decisions before, and maybe lives that would have been spared. And my heart breaks every day hearing about people who have lost their lives, young and old. It's terrible. And we got to look back, and we will remember them. We will never forget them. But we also have to be together. We all have to think together. We all have to talk to one another. And I just think that now's the time to start having to come together, start talking to each other, start working with each other and beating this. There's no point of actually being divisible here. As one, we can actually try and work out a way to do this. Yeah, so that's all I got to say on this one. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, I urge you people to stay fresh, stay safe, and I'll be back soon with another video. I'm out. Peace.